and the bravery I had to see His Holiness the Dalai Lama and his bravery in front of the activists who spoke about socialism and the manifesto from the innovator who caused death, starvation, hunger, and families to perish. Now, people hold up these painted objects with these Soviet drawings and provide food with their benefits. And are cherished and adored and loved and thought of as an end to the place who brought Rigzin from despair and suffering and gave him a home, a business, 2 children, a wife, and teachings about crazy wisdom and Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, and meditation to the West. And these Antifa and these activist politic fanatics, anarchists during a pandemic with their electronic music, drum banging, promising language, letters, words, and ideology. Give praise to where a house sits on a mountain and a man sees in a photograph and observes in a video and can't feel and can't visit and can't see his cousins, his aunts, his uncles, his brother, his sister, or those who are restricted, controlled, limited, behaviorally tracked with the technology funding, supporting, and giving energy to the destruction in North America now. People who say to the same human in front of them, they're a racist, they're wrong, they're inconsiderate, and in need of dissonance and violence and hate and rage and should die. Suffer what they saw in the books happened during the history they don't want now. And what they saw in their university classroom on the projector being taught by the professor who marched and went to the Capitol when those soldiers killed those Asians in that jungle now. Trying to stop the man from taking over Tibet and the rest of the planet. So the time goes correct now. And all of the resources are equal, fair, and beneficial for the hand tightening the bolt, the finger getting wrapped with a Band-Aid from picking the strawberries off the thorny bushes for the bourgeois comrades. And their dynasties, dressed in black, dark colored clothes and Heidi. Respectable. And tidy. North Korean cotton. And Iranian pearls now. My friend Chuck never said how thankful he was to kill those Iraqis who went and tried to take over Kuwait and tried to eliminate Saudi Arabia. He didn't have a flag on his arm. He didn't have a tattoo on his wrist that said Om. He had some kids. And a family who fought to preserve his right to have those children. In that house he bought from the funds given by his employer, where he did steam fitting after his time was up serving in the military. Everybody wants these big, huge mathematical amounts. In a described world about simulation and video games, slavery, reparations, injustice, and racism. And nobody says, pleads, begs, and definitely doesn't request the gun instead of the rule and the behavior and the restriction and the control involved in their replacement system and processes to fix what they've observed, watched, heard, listened, and saw. During those difficult and hard days of LSD and crack and cocaine, tents and hippie vans, dreadlocks and Black Panther meetings. And recently, the classrooms with the kids who said the folks who declared Iraq and Afghanistan off limits, and those who broke their demand are now at the mercy of their consequences. And Ryan and those who swore an oath to defend the country no longer have a vote. Can't say to the bully, they're rude. Can't say to the woman, she's an addict. Can't say to the psychologist, please be more specific. Can't say to the psychiatrist, I've had enough of your substance. And definitely cannot say to the world, to stop now.